Hello, everyone, and welcome into the PokerGO Studio in Las Vegas. This is the Global Poker Awards. You are here. You have made it. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for watching at home. My name is Jeff Platt. I'm your host for the evening alongside Drea Renee. Drea has your interviews covered, and it is good to be back in person. After 23 months off, we are here to celebrate the very best that this industry has to offer, and of course, on the night of the GPAs, the stars are here, which means Norman Chad is not. I had to get that easy one out of the way. But Jamie Kerstetter is here, ladies and gentlemen, part of that World Series of Poker main event crew. Jamie nominated for 2 awards this evening, Best Broadcaster, yeah, okay. And also Best Twitter Personality. Now, she won that award last time we were here, and with that, Jamie was finally able to add a win to her poker resume. Gonna be that kind of a night, yeah. In just a few minutes, we'll deliver the GPI Player of the Year trophy to that man right there, Ali Msherovich, in the building. Ali, the PokerGO Tour champion as well. You see, surrounded by his incredible support system, his parents, his sister Amanda, his girlfriend Kristen. Ali won more than $6 million on the PGT last year. Still can't afford a ring, though, I guess. Just going to make it really awkward for them for the rest of the night. Ali's Player of the Year win stops the streak of 2 straight by Alex Foxen. He'll take a shot next year. No, he probably won't. That one settle in. Our Charitable Initiative Award winner and sideline reporter for Poker After Dark, Veronica Brill, also in attendance. Veronica was almost nominated for 2 awards, but we had to pull the Best Thirst Trap category last second. You understand, family program. The effort was there, though, for sure. So again, it is great to be back. It's great to be here. I'm thrilled to be here with y'all. I got to be honest, though, it feels a little bit unnatural to just be up here. I'd kind of like to just get out there and talk with y'all. Is that okay? Can I go out to the crowd? Is that okay? I don't know how we're going to do this. I'm not really prepared at all. Okay, Paul Willie, just follow the script, and let's go this way. And what a star-studded table we have here. Andrew Nemi is here, ladies and gentlemen. That is unbelievable. Andrew, stand up for... Oh, sorry, I didn't see Brad was there. Sorry about that. Brad Owen. Brad. Stand up for me, please. Give it up for Brad Owen, ladies and gentlemen. We hide here in the dark. Brad, Andrew, obviously the OG of poker vlogging. How has he helped you in your career?
I'm just glad that Andrew talks to me these days. You know, for about 3 or 4 years, we played together quite a bit at Red Rock before the vlogs, and I thought Andrew might have been a mute for a little while. There was one hand when I finally thought he might talk to me. Basically, I flopped a set. He had 2 pair, and then I coolered him. You know, we got to showdown, and he went, and that was it. That's the most I've ever gotten out of him. Yeah, so now when I watch his videos, he talks 100% of the time, and I was pretty surprised to see, you know, how much insight he actually has. So I owe a ton to Andrew. If he hadn't started doing the vlogs, my life would be completely different, and the whole meetup game concept was his idea too, so very grateful for him.
Thank you for the time. Enjoy the show tonight, Brad Owen. I didn't know we'd get a hand history there also. That was quite nice. Let's go over here, Paul, table 10 and the star-studded table at that. I could keep saying that, but we got to talk to Joe Stapleton. Give it up for Stapes. Come on. Nominated for 2 awards this evening, including Best Podcast. Now, Stapes, you say you're a podcast co-host. James Hardigan should be nominated for Best Broadcaster, and I certainly agree. The question tonight is who should he replace? And why should it be Ali?
Okay, we can all agree that Ali is terrible, right?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. One of the worst.
I would like to talk about something else. You know, I used to host these awards.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Exactly. So I was digging around in this coat, and I found my notes from the Global Poker Awards 1995. Actually, 95 was a big year for poker, if you guys know this. It was the year they legalized the check raise. Yeah. It was the first year they had the last woman standing at the WSOP because they finally had 2 women. They actually won awards that year, Husband of the Year. Oh yeah, there was Puggy Pearson won the Lifetime Achievement Award for innovations in dealer abuse. Yeah. No, he had slurs that even made Doyle uncomfortable. It was crazy. He's a legend, absolute legend. Do you want to hear one of the jokes I wrote from 1995?
We want to hear one of the jokes that he wrote, right? Yeah.
1995. Some of these have not aged well.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't want to say Dan Harrington sucked out a lot on his way to the main event win this year, 1995, but I've heard he's wanted for an internship by President Bill Clinton. That one actually did age pretty good. I'm going to sit down now. Thanks, Joe.
Okay, thank you so much, Joe Stapleton, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have to talk to Ali, so we're going to take the long route, and that's no problem, because we'll just walk right through. Johan is here. What's up, Johan? Don't fold ace-king anymore, okay? No more. Masato, good to see you. I'm just saying hi to you so I can be in the vlog, because you're very famous. Okay, thank you. We look around. Rob Young is here, trying to hide in the back. Don't lose too much money while you're here. Just not too much. All right, let's go here. Let's walk across our beautiful stage. This is where we will hand out these wonderful Global Poker Award trophies. I see the World Poker Tour table. I see Adam Pliska survived the jump off of Steve Aoki's roof. That was wild. You know, you already had him signed. I do see Sarah Herring over there, and if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to go say hi to Sarah and give her a hug, because I haven't seen my friend in 2 years, and Sarah Herring is back in Las Vegas. Give it up for Sarah. Okay, and eventually, is it still awkward over here at the M. Shurovich table? We find our way. We'll hear from Nick Wright in just a little bit. Good to see you, though, Nick. How you doing? Ali Najad. Stand up for me, please. Let's hear it for Ali. Come on. Now, you also have hosted these awards in the past. You got any tips for me?
Tips with respect to hosting the awards?
Yes, that was the question.
Right. Whatever it is that I did, try not to follow in those footsteps, and I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Great advice from Ali. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now to get the show officially started, let us send it over to the president of GPI THN, the man responsible for bringing us all together, Mr. Eric Denis.
This just came in from my lawyers. The views expressed by Jeff Platt do not necessarily represent the views of the GPI, the Henda Mob, PokerGO, or anyone really. I apologize for that. I was not aware. Welcome back to the Global Poker Awards. It's been 23 months of misery, and here we are. It is the night that I'm the most proud of, because I get to say poker people, poker players, are all dressed up and looking beautiful. Thank you to see your face. It's great to see your faces again. I'm proud to say that we have representation from 13 countries this year, making this truly the Global Poker Awards. To those who came from as far as Finland, Sweden, Malta, and Japan, thank you for coming tonight. Also, to those coming from Henderson, I know traffic is a bitch on Friday, so thank you. Thank you, Remco. I want to thank my hardworking team. There's so many of them here tonight that I won't go through all of them, but I will mention one person, our newest recruit. Kevin Mathers is here today, proud member of GPI THM. Kevin, welcome to the team. To my beautiful wife, Casey, who has to handle me for the 2 months of awards time, I love you, and I'm sorry to say that Poker Spouse of the Year is still not a trophy, but we'll try to bring it back for you next year. A huge thank you to our partners. Many of you are here tonight. Without you, these awards will not be possible. Without you, the Henda Mob and the GPI would not operate. So thank you to all of our partners who support us. We really appreciate you. I also forgot on my team, the beautiful voice you'll hear announcing all these awards categories. Laura Cornelius, who's been a friend for over 10 years. Laura, I know you're out there watching in England. Thank you for all your hard work again this year, and we'll talk to you next year as well. A special thank you to Sean McCormack of the ARIA, and of course the ARIA for hosting, but Sean in particular. Sean is the most easygoing man in the world. I literally told him Monday, hey, I forgot to tell you that trophies are arriving this week, and hey, the trophies are already in your warehouse. Can you go help me find them? Sean found them, put them in a safe location, as he does every year. So to Sean and his team, thank you for making sure the trophies are all here and beautiful. Thank you, Sean. A big thank you to Dan Gotti and to my friend and mentor, the great, great Maury Escondani. It is a privilege to call you a friend. Our director tonight, Zach Ralston, was in China less than 48 hours ago working the Olympic Games. So thank you, Zach. I know you haven't slept in at least 20-some hours. I'm also saying this just to make sure he's awake in the back, so maybe if he hears his name, he comes back up. So thank you to Zach. Long journey from China, and here he is being here tonight. Really appreciate that. To the great Pat McMath, our producer tonight. Pat is the best in the business. He'll tell you, 5-time Emmy winner. That's pretty incredible. But thanks, Pat. We throw everything at you last minute, and you're always there for us, so thank you. And a special mention, Pat told me earlier, over 20 people in the background have worked on these awards in the last 2 days alone. Thank you to all of you. It's a big undertaking. It looks like it's easy, right? We just put stuff together, and there we go. But to the over 20 of you from PokerGO, thank you for your all hard work. We really appreciate it. I'm almost done. To Carrie Katz, of course, thank you so much for your support. To Brent Hanks, yes, Cowboy Brent Hanks is not here tonight. I'm hearing rumors that it's COVID, but it could be scurvy, knowing how Brent operates. Brent is sad to not be here, of course. I'm happy to say that the awards are ending tonight because Brent has been growing a mustache, especially for these awards. And I've been receiving text messages of these mustaches twice a day, very close up. Brent, as of tonight, I don't need an update on the mustaches anymore. Be well, my friend, and we'll see you next year. The awards are not the same without you and would not have happened this year without your support of the GPI and Henda Mob. So thank you to our good friend, Brent Hanks. To everyone watching at home, thank you. So everyone knows in this room, over 50,000 people voted for Fan Choice Awards this year online. 50,000 individual people. Those are great numbers. They've obliterated, that's a good word, what we've had in the past. It's all thanks to not only people that work well in content media in the States, but on a global scale. And this category is the proudest this year for us. 4 nominees from 4 different countries, from places all over the world. We can't wait to see who wins that trophy. So thank you to everyone watching at home. We wish you would be here, but we hope you have a great experience at home. And again, as we always say, we're nothing without the fans. Your love for the Henda Mob, and always coming to our website, which we really appreciate. It makes us a better company. So thank you to everyone at home. And finally, to Jeff and Drea. Drea is always the first one. As soon as the awards are announced, she says, I'm there for you. And Jeff, well, we asked 7 or 8 other people who said no. That's not true. But Jeff, you do have big shoes to fill. Just in this room alone, Maria Ho, Ali Najad, and Joseph Stapleton have hosted these awards, and we're happy to have them with us. So good luck to the both of them. And I think it's time to start giving out some awards. I can't talk, but I think let's start giving out awards. We're handing out, for the first time ever, 3 Player of the Year trophies this year. One of the recipients said recently on a podcast that winning POI isn't easy. It's a grind. It's not for the faint of heart. And that's true. 13 results are all it takes, but in order to get those 13 results to count as the best, it takes even more guts and effort. So we appreciate all the players that always run for Player of the Year. We understand it's a hard undertaking to you, to your friends, to your family. So congratulations to all of you. Our first Player of the Year might have had a great year. And by that, I mean probably won every single tournament in Las Vegas all year long. This young man just a few years ago won Breakout Player of the Year right here at the first ever Global Poker Awards. And tonight, one trophy wasn't enough for him. So I'm proud to announce the winner of the GPI Poker Player of the Year and the PokerGO Tour. It's been a long week, guys. And the PokerGO Tour Player of the Year is Ali Imshirovich.
GPI Poker Player of the Year. Bosnia and Herzegovina's Ali Imshirovich enjoyed an incredible 2021 poker campaign, which saw him maintain the lead in the GPI POY race from wire to wire, never relinquishing the lead. Imshirovich earned victories in Las Vegas, Hollywood, Florida, and in Cyprus. Winner of the Breakout Player Award at the first Global Poker Awards in Las Vegas, Ali is also being recognized tonight for winning the 2021 PokerGO Tour race. Imshirovich also spent 18 weeks ranked #1 on the GPI Global Rankings. His 2021 campaign included 53 results, 14 wins, 17 top 10 finishes, and $6.09 million in winnings. Al-Medin Ali Imshirovich, GPI Poker Player of the Year.
Let me just get this speech out. First off, I would like to thank Eric Dennis and the whole GPI crew, PokerGO Tour crew, the Hendon Mob, and everybody that's been a part of this to make this event possible, and just bringing a sort of prestige to our industry. So give a round of applause to all of them. I also really want to thank my family over there. Every tourney, every deep run, they're right here cheering me on. Hell, even my last final table, they left Mexico and drove 5 hours in the morning just to come rail. Love you guys. I remember back in college sitting in my 7 a.m. criminal justice class, barely paying any attention and daydreaming about the prospects of being a professional poker player. I had what I thought were big dreams. At the time, I was playing 25 NL, which for those of you that don't know is 10 cent, 25 cent. And I was dreaming about one day being good enough to win at 2-4 online, maybe 5-10 live. It sounded like all I could ever want. A difficult task to compete against some tough competition, as well as a stake level where I could earn possible six-figure income, where I'm my own boss. Maybe I even get to play a main event every year. You know, what more could I want? Never in my wildest dreams did I think this was possible. To win the title of Player of the Year for some of the most prestigious live ranking systems that we have in this industry, it feels surreal. I couldn't even describe the shock and disbelief my 18-year-old self would have. One of my best friends who left this world too soon, Wataru Nippa, was on the same journey with me, trying to move up stakes and improve at our craft, would always say, whatever you do, go all in. And for me, those are words to live by, because you never know where your dreams could take you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Ali. Up next is GPI Female Player of the Year. This award signifies the pinnacle of poker excellence, and it is a defining moment for one's poker career. Nadia Magnus was on track to win this award in 2020 and then, well, 2020, but she came after this award again and got the job done. This year's winner for GPI Female Player of the Year is Nadia Magnus.
GPI Female Player of the Year. Russian-born Nadia Magnus kicked off the poker season with a second-place finish in a side event at the WPT Lucky Hearts. She would continue making final tables at Seminole and collecting GPI points all over Las Vegas as well. The Illinois and Florida native would dominate the female POY race early and hold on late as fellow competitors were charging for the title. She would finish the 2021 poker season as the #1 ranked female player on the GPI charts. Magnus's 2021 poker season included 24 results, 4 top 10 finishes, and a career-best $426,000 in winnings. Nadia Magnus, GPI Female Player of the Year.
Well, I can't believe I'm here to accept my poker Oscar. Well, I wrote a few things down here, so I just don't say, you know, and stuff like that every other word. Please order drinks and popcorn, because I'm going to be here for a while, as I have a lot of people to thank. And if you were planning on taking a nap, take it now. This is the time, because I was told that there is no limit on saying thank you to people. So just get ready. At the end of the race, my fiance quoted a very famous and popular Russian song that said, "Oh, give the Oscar to this goddess." And then he exhaled already, because he was done with this. He, like no one else, he went through all my ups and downs of this race, and he dealt with the entire spectrum of my emotions. But he endlessly believed in me throughout the entire my poker career. And he watched numerous high roller streams with me and listened to my endless hand histories. And at the end, he returned a verdict. He said, "Well, you're not worse than these guys. You can play with them. You're not Chidwick, of course, but neither of those guys." So that kind of encouraged me to play, you know, 5Ks and 10Ks and even a 25K that I took a shot at. And that enabled me to compete for this prestigious title. So I just wanted to say, thank you, my love. Your faith in me gave me all the strength. I also wanted to thank my son, Roman, who always supported me throughout my poker endeavor. And he always used to say, "You can play, you just can't get lucky." Well, kiddo, look at me now. I got all the luck in the world, okay? Love you. Now, also, this trophy wouldn't be possible without my technical support. I wanted to thank my first coach, and it's Jason Somerville. He's a great coach and even a greater person. And I still remember him saying, "Nadia, you have to design your bets. What are you trying to accomplish?" "Jason, I'm still working on it. Thank you." So I also want to say a lot of kind words about my group team. It's a poker team that was put together by my friend Art and his wife Masha. So Art and Masha, guys, you rock. So the guys on my team are Vadim Shles, Yulia Lisichkina, and Pavel Wexler from the Mountain Rose, and they're always from the Mountain team, and they're always ready to argue about the hand in question to the last of the blood to the last drop of their blood, my blood, by the way. So I would like to thank them, and then also Alex from the Poker Edge. That's the guy who never sleeps. He's ready to talk poker with me any time of the day or night, doesn't matter. And also Pasha Pleshov, who is always supporting me when I complain that, "Oh my God, I got such a tough table draw." And he looks at my table and he goes, "Well, who can really play here?" Like, he's so confident. So thank you guys so much. And in the end, I wanted to say thank you to my parents. My mom taught me how to play cards at the age of 6. Not poker, but cards. And she kept it a secret from my dad because my dad would never improve gambling. Of course, you know, she probably, you know, she would be proud of me. And of course, my dad now, he approves of my game. And he's right now, it's 3:30 in the morning in Russia. He's right now watching the stream and probably shedding a tear. And, you know, he's proud of me. He's the one who taught me to stay strong, never give up, always go from start to finish, and just accomplish whatever I set the goal for. And I wanted to thank you, Dad, so much. You know, here I am, you know, holding this trophy, and I can say I did it. Spasibo, Papa. This one's for you. Oh, sorry. So, and I wanted to thank the entire GPI team for all the great work that they've done, and especially for Eric Dennis, who made it possible for all of us to be here and enjoy this, beautiful evening. And thank you, everyone, for all your time that you just gave me, support and love. So, thank you.
Well, what a race it was for the new Mid-Major Player of the Year honors that the GPI awarded in 2021. This leaderboard looks at buy-ins up to $2,500, and our top 4 players on that leaderboard separated by less than 60 points. In the end, we award the Mid-Major Player of the Year to David Mazarlov.
GPI Mid-Major Player of the Year. Azerbaijan's David Mazarlov started off the poker season with top 10 results in Houston, including a PLO championship victory at the Prime Social Series mid-year. Mazarlov would remain in contention all season, but it's a December final table appearance at WSOP Circuit Cherokee and a ring event victory days later at WSOP Circuit Los Angeles that would help him secure the title. His 2021 campaign included 38 results, 2 wins, 13 top 10 finishes, and $524,000 in winnings.
Thank you. It's an honor to be standing here representing Azerbaijan and also Houston, Texas, where I live now. Houston poker is absolutely booming right now, and Justin Hammer is a big reason for that. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it here today, but round of applause for him, please. Thank you. I also want to thank Jonathan Little and PokerCoaching.com for great content they put out every day. You guys definitely made me a better player, so thank you. Quick shout out to my friend and travel partner, Logan Hewitt, who finished very close second in this category. He's probably going to win it next year. I believe in him. And of course, I want to thank my family for always supporting me and believing in me. Thank you.
All right, we are used to tournament directors running the show, unless they're on the golf course. And a completely unrelated announcement, here's Matt Savage to present our next award.
All right, you're welcome to come out for the next Wednesday if you're available. All right, people say that a good tournament director goes unnoticed, but these 4 tournament directors broke that mold and did all they could to provide an excellent tournament environment in a difficult 2021. These tournament directors go above and beyond and make sure that the player's experience is much more than a poker tournament. TD responsibilities have grown over the years. It includes scheduling, structures, hiring, marketing, social media, COVID procedures, and 14-hour days for weeks on end. And if you have any negative experience during that whole time, you might get blasted on social media. It happens, trust me. But despite that, these 4 have provided a safe, fun, well-run events. And tonight, instead of telling them that they missed a 700, 1400 level, or they were 6-handed over here on table 27, we celebrate positive contributions. And these are the nominees for Tournament Director of the Year.
Tournament Director: Paul Campbell. Justin Hammer. Ray Pulford. Andy Tillman.
Winner, and the winner is Paul Campbell.
I spend about 200 days of my life in this studio running events for that guy over there. No, there's so many people to thank. I'm going to run through this quick, but it doesn't mean that I'm not thankful for each and every one of you. I want to thank the support system that I have at ARIA, Sean McCormick, Poker Director of Poker Operations, Poker Boss over there. A huge thanks. This is not just an individual award. I have the greatest tournament staff in the world. My head tournament supervisor there, Candace Evers, she was nominated for Tournament Director of the Year. She's going to be up here someday. I could not do this all without her, and I want to thank my entire team at ARIA. PokerGO and Poker Productions, Maury's team, who gives me the incredible opportunity to run all these amazing high roller series tournaments at ARIA. I want to thank WPT to encourage me to come over and run the 5 Diamond this year at Bellagio. I want to thank my girlfriend for being patient while I'm working, 14-hour days for weeks straight and not getting too upset about it. And most of all, I want to thank everyone for recognizing that I love this job, I love this industry, I love the players, and I'm just so proud of the recognition and so proud of what we've accomplished at ARIA and in poker in general. And a special shout out to Team Shit, who I'm... That is an acronym, that's an acronym. It is a group thread of some of the smartest poker people in the world. I'm on it with Matt Savage, with Justin Hammer, with Tony Burns, Jordan Cutter, Ben Irwin. And I run a lot of ideas off them, they run a lot of ideas off me. And it makes us all become better at our job. We take a lot of pride in it, all of us do. And I've learned a lot from them, and they won't admit it, but they've actually learned a lot from me too. So, all right, thank you and have a wonderful night.
Did not expect a Team Shit call out. I play poker and help people reach their potential. That's the Twitter bio of KL Cleaton. You may know him online as High Hands 89. Whatever obstacles life may have dealt him doesn't stop him from helping others. Veronica Brill noticed that and helped him. She kicked off a campaign to get KL a van, reliable transportation for him to get to the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas. She started a GoFundMe. She hosted a Twitch stream. She reached out to the stars of the game to raise money, and she got the job done. She got KL a van, she got him out to Vegas, she got him out to the World Series of Poker. And for the rest of this presentation, I'll leave it up to KL. Take a look.
Good evening, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here with you via video, but also sorry I can't be there with you in person tonight. I just wanted to take a moment. There aren't really words that effectively convey how grateful I am, and obviously I'm thrilled that GPI is honoring Veronica with this award. There's literally no one who deserves it more. I've known Veronica obviously for a few years now, and the one thing that always comes to mind when talking about her, thinking about her, is bravery. She's done so many things over the last several years that most people would have never thought twice about doing. She's stood up for what is right. She's stood up for this game that we all love. She's stood up to expand it and make it more accessible and available to people from all around the world, not least of which is me, obviously. I would have never been there last year if not for her efforts. And so I guess tonight, as we see her accept this award, I hope that we all maybe take a few moments, and when we're congratulating her, we're thinking about ways that we can emulate her and be brave like her. So Veronica, thank you for your bravery. Thank you for friendship. And most of all, thank you for being awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of this year's Charitable Initiative Award, Veronica Grill.
So, thank you so much. First of all, Jeff, you look great. I didn't know Men's Warehouse had suits in junior sizes, so I'm really happy. You look great tonight. So, look, I met KL. No, he does look great. I met KL, and I interviewed him on my YouTube channel. It's a small channel, but I found out he was this brilliant young guy, entrepreneur, started a range training software site, played professionally online, and was stuck at home for 2 years. And I didn't understand how he was stuck at home while his van that he used was broken, and besides doctor's appointments, he was not able to get anywhere. So I thought, this is unfair. I have to do something about it. So I started a fundraiser. It didn't go well. COVID hit, economy crashed. And so I thought of something more I could do. I reached out to Ryan Lang. I wouldn't have done that had I known that he was going to tank Heads Up against Jungle Man this summer. But love you, Ryan. But I'm glad I did, because he roasted me really well on the show. Phil Hellmuth just showed up randomly during the fundraiser, brought a lot of awareness to it, donated some money. Donations went up, and Johnny Vibes, if it wasn't for your drunk tweet, we wouldn't have had the $10,000 we needed to get us over that threshold. And I have to thank Bill Perkins. I sat in the parking lot of my work talking to Bill Perkins, begging him to match at least a $25,000 donation, and he agreed to it. And so without him, Kale wouldn't have a van. In poker, we have a lot of conflict. Daniel Negreanu and Phil Hellmuth are constantly arguing. Doug Polk versus the whole poker community all the time. But when we really need it most, we come together and we do what's right, and we help each other. And so this is not an award for me. This is an award for the poker community, and I am going to accept it on their behalf. So I'd like to thank all of you for your donations, and thank you to KL for being an awesome member of our poker community.
I'm 5'10", by the way. It's an above average height in America. I hope we can all be inspired by the poker community's generous spirit. And now, let us send it out to Jerry Renee.
Wow, Jeff. It's great to see you all and be back at the awards tonight. I am now joined by a very familiar face and GPI award winner, Maria Ho. Maria, you look amazing. So what were you looking forward to most coming into tonight?
I always look forward to seeing everybody dressed to the nines. You guys all look amazing. And also, you know, we've been talking about how it's been a tough 2 years for people, and people have probably felt a lot of isolation. So of course, now, since you know, I have had COVID and I've recovered, I feel like I'm invincible and I'm out and ready to socialize. So I'm so happy to get to see everybody here tonight.
And not too long ago, you were standing right where Jeff was on your birthday, nonetheless. So give me your honest feedback. How do you think Jeff's doing tonight?
Jeff's doing amazing. He's doing a lot more roasting than I thought he would. Like, I was really scared to do that. I'm glad that he was brave enough to do what I couldn't do. But I don't know if they're all going to land, so we'll see.
Nice. And speaking of bravery, you were at the WBT Steve Aoki event, and tell me what happened. And did you do that 25-foot pool jump?
I am not as brave as Adam Pliska. I am not as brave as pretty much everybody that was there. But I also can say that I did not fall to peer pressure as well. So it's kind of like, which way do you want to look at it, right? I did not do the pull jump, but it was an amazing time. And thanks to WPT for having me.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for your time. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jeff.
All right, thank you so much, Drea. Maria, you just wait. You just wait. A PLO high roller full of superstars, a dealer's choice champion looking for back-to-back-to-back titles, a comeback for the ages in the 50K Poker Players Championship, or quite simply, a win in the main. Here are the nominees for Best Final Table Performance.
Final Table Performance. Koray Aldemir, World Series of Poker Main Event. Jeremy Osmus, World Series of Poker PLO High Roller. Daniel Jungleman Cates, WSOP Poker Players Championship. Adam Friedman, WSOP Dealer's Choice Six-Handed Championship.
And the winner is... Try to make it really dramatic. It's Adam Friedman. Now, Adam could not be here tonight. We happily accept this award on his behalf. Here to present our next award is a man I've been fortunate to know and to steal jobs from. It's Joe Stapleton.
Keep it going for Jeff Platt, everybody. Crushing the, yeah. So I'm here to present the award for favorite Twitter personality, something that I haven't been eligible for since the 2016 election. I'm sure many of you still have me on mute, and you were right to do so. My girlfriend actually said that if I didn't stop engaging trolls online that she was going to leave me. I miss her very much. No offense to my current girlfriend. And now, the 4 people in poker least likely to be muted.
Twitter personality. Will Jaffe. Jamie Kerstetter. Kitty Quo. Kevin Mathers.
And the winner is... Jamie Kerstetter.
Thanks, guys. I'm used to typing and not talking. But first of all, I think it's adorable that Jeff Platt is comfortable making fun of all of us in his baby Gap suit, knowing it's on camera and we can't hurt him. But second of all, I'd like to thank childhood bullying and debilitating depression for my sense of humor. I'd like to thank my puppy Neutron, who is adorable, and he lets me exploit him for Twitter likes. No, but really, it makes me very happy from the bottom of my heart that you guys like my little jokes, and I appreciate this again. And the other people in the category, Will Jaffe's Tough Talks is one of the funniest things I've seen in my life. So maybe vote for him next year, or Kevmath, or Kitty. But I appreciate this. Thank you, guys.
Unbelievable. Hopefully that is Jamie's final acceptance speech of the evening. They are the unsung heroes of the poker industry, hiding in the shadows, capturing the moments in time that we'll remember forever. Here are the nominees for Best Photo.
Media Content. Photo. Antonio Abrego for PokerGO. Haley Hawkstetler. Enrique Malfafon for PokerGO. Danny Maxwell for Poker News, WSOP.
And the winner is... It's unbelievable. It's envelopes. It's Enrique Malfavon.
This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm pretty new to the poker community. This is my third year, really second, because 2020 happened. But I wouldn't be here at all if it wasn't for Antonio. He brought me into poker in the first place at all. And he actually works very hard behind the scenes. You don't see all the stuff he does. And also to WPT and PokerGO for even bringing me the chance to photograph you guys at all. And friends and family. That's it. So, thank you.
On January 20th, Flan McCarran tweeted at Kev Mathanair, quote, and this is in all caps, "Stop it with the trophy for trophies crap. Up next is the Fans' Choice Award for Best Trophy. Here to present the award, the head of poker operations for GG Poker, you know him as Chops, it's Steve Priest."
As much as I would like to use this time to debate Nick Wright on how Joe Burrow is going to have a much better career than Patrick Mahomes, not the time or the place for that. Let's get on with the nominees.
Roll it.
Roll it.
Fans' Choice, Best Trophy. Mike Sexton, WPT Champions Cup. MSPT South Dakota State Championship. Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open Championship. WPT Deep Stacks Gold Coast.
Trophy for a trophy. This is a fun one. The winner is the Mike Sexton WPT Champions Cup.
You've replaced the WPT roast. This is so good here tonight. But this is a special week for WPT. Exactly 20 years ago this week, the WPT opened its doors. So all of you who've participated in the story over the years, I just want to say, first of all, thank you very, very much. You know, the award is iconic by the names that are on there and all of the great names that, the legendary names over 20 years. And I'll get to the primary name in a moment. But there are so many names that are not on that trophy that really have allowed that trophy to mean something. Yes, yes, some people. But in particular, you know, I do want to remind people that there are people behind that trophy that mattered. When the World Poker Tour started, we all know that Steve Lipscomb had started it, but he started it with two women who made a phenomenal difference, Robin Motor and Audrey Kanya. And all of the people throughout the years who've, your names are not on that trophy, but it's represented all of the hard work that you've done. But eventually, when we knew that Mike was leaving, and we always knew that this would eventually become the Sexton Cup. But I called Mike knowing what his condition was, but he was cheery as ever. And I called him and said, Mike, I have some news for you. And I said, we're going to name the Champions Cup after you. You've earned it. You are a WPT champion, and there is no one in this entire industry who has done more to sanctify that Champions Cup. And you all know Mike has a story. You flipped the switch and he kept talking, and there was nothing. And I thought that the phone went dead. And I said, Mike, are you there? And he said that that meant more to him than anything throughout the years. And I will tell you, Mike Sexton meant more to this community than anything throughout the years. His dignity and his grace and his warm spirit and his good nature is the reason why there is so much community, I think, today. And we're honored to be able to have his name on the Champions Cup. A couple days before Mike passed, he sent Vince and I a note. It said, well, I think I don't have any more outs. Well, Mike might not have had any more outs, but Mike will live on, and anyone whose name is on that Champions Cup can be proud because of the dignity of Mike Sexton. Thank you all for the support, and thank you for being a friend to Mike. This cup means a lot to us, and we realize the contribution you've all made. So thank you very much.
That's great, Adam. Thank you so much. For our next presentation, I would like to introduce the head of partnerships for GPI THM and the man responsible for the current gin shortage in Las Vegas, Mr. Roland Boothby.
Thanks, Jeff. Told all people I was out here working. The Hendon Mob, the thinking behind the Hendon Mob was to reward someone or people who've given a lot to tournament poker over the years. Tournaments are the lifeblood of what we do at the Hendon Mob and GPI, and for most people in this room, they're what keeps us going. We wouldn't be here without them. And then the winner of this award tonight is someone who is not a professional poker player, but is synonymous with the World Series of Poker and the poker industry in general. This is someone who was on their last chance to win one of these awards tonight, and the reason is we hired him. And I think some of you will be realizing who it is. He just lost out to Jamie Kerstetter in Best Twitter Personality. This is someone who we see as incredibly hardworking, incredibly devoted to the game, and above all, incredibly patient. Still getting asked about that WSOP schedule. I'm not sure if he's going to have it tonight. It gives me a great pleasure to award the trophy for services to poker in 2021, in 2020, and 2019 for many, many, many years from now. It's Mr. Kevin Mallers.
So I kind of was expecting to do a speech about the Twitter personality, but congratulations, Jamie. Well deserving, obviously. It was my last chance. I thought that was my last chance to actually win an award, and I'm very much surprised, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I mean, I'll try to keep this short. I apologize. I'm very much overcome over this. Sorry. I'd just like to thank the poker community. It's because of all of you that I have a job in poker, and all the people ask the various questions that I'm sure Jack, Gregory, Tyler, Andy that would like me to answer eventually, like about the schedule or the various other things about the WSOP. We will all find out soon, thankfully. But as Roland said, I am the latest hire at the Hendon Mob, and it's been 2 months. I'm very, very proud to be working with them, and this also I'd like to thank, of course, Eric, Roland, AC, Wes, and everyone at Hendon Mob. Sorry. There. Okay, I'll just cut it there. Thank you very, very much.
A very, very well-deserved award, to say the least. Congratulations, Kev Math. Now, before we get to our next award, let's send it out to the floor one more time to Drea Renee. Drea.
Hey, everyone. I am now joined by sports personality and FS1's First Things First host, Nick Wright. Well, Nick, first things first, you were looking quite dapper this evening. Thank you so much. So you are a well-known name. You've been to many award shows. What do you think of our little shindig we got going on tonight?
Oh, I think this is great. I think I was like, when I walked in, I said, is that Ali Imshirovich? They said, yeah. So like, Ali, you're awesome. Also, I could use like 60 grand, which is, that's like less than 1% of what they said you made this year. So it really shouldn't be a problem, but this is great. I mean, the production, it's all great. Whether he gives me, like 20 is fine. But like whatever he gives me the money or not, this is awesome. This is great.
And poker is back, and you've had some high-profile showings. What can we expect from you this year?
Oh, high-profile showings. Yeah, it's 18 feet from here that I tricked off 100,000 versus Helmuth. Thanks for inviting me back, Brent. That's nice. Where's Brent? I mean, once football's over, I'll be back playing, donating my money to these great, Americans and international folks again. It'll be great. This is really cool. I think poker is a sport in as much as super high-level competition takes training, takes a lot of things, but one of the things where people knocked it was it didn't really have the presentation of a sport, and now it does. And so I think this is really tremendous.
That's awesome. And speaking of Helmuth, it's looking like it's 1-1. Can we expect a round 3 with you guys?
Oh, me against Phil. Yeah,
you can say something to him right in the camera, just straight.
Yeah, Ali, that's why I need the money, buddy. Like that, yeah, I'm in. I can beat him. I had him beat. I just, I got kids to put through college. So yeah, but yeah, I'm in. If Ali will back me, you can go 80-20 split your way, Ali. So it's fine, yeah. So we're in. Just talk to him. Yeah. No.
All right, Phil, you heard it here first. Thank you so much. Back to you, Jeff.
Ali, be honest. Wise investment? Versus Phil, he says yes. Let's go. Let's go. Moving on to the award for Best Live Reporter. This individual brings valuable updates and keeps us all informed during the game's biggest events. They also deal with the real important questions like, can I charge my phone here? Where's the daily deep stack? What time is dinner break? Here are the nominees for Best Live Reporter.
Best Live Reporter. Mickey Doft. Timothy Duckworth. Chad Holloway. Christian Zetch.
And the winner is Christian Zetch. Now, Christian could not be here tonight. We happily accept the award on his behalf. I'm sure we'll hear from him on Twitter soon. To present our next award, please welcome the founder of Run Good and the CEO of the Run Good Poker Series. He is a global poker award winner and a true degenerate at heart. That's accurate, right? Yeah, that's very accurate. Tana Karn, ladies and gentlemen. Just whenever you're ready. You good?
All right. Thank you, everyone, for having me. Thank you, guys. Hopefully I don't botch this one. So basically, we're going to be presenting the media content written, and here are our nominees.
Media content written. Lance Bradley for Pocket 5. Alex O'Brien for BBC. Darcy Main for ESPN.com. Charles Rabin for Miami Herald.
And here's our winner. Oh, these elements are tough. They're very tough. Oh, none other than the legendary Lance Bradley.
I want to thank the GPI for tonight. It's not often that we get together in a room and celebrate just the game and the people that make this so great. So thank you for them for tonight. It's such an amazing experience just to be here with everybody. I got a few people I want to thank. Obviously, I got to thank Isai Scheinberg for agreeing to an interview after chasing him for a number of years. Without him, I don't get the chance to ask the questions I want to ask. I know there's a few people who vouched for me with Isai, anonymous souls who I don't know their names. I've got some pretty good ideas. I know I'm indebted to you for giving Isai the thumbs up. I also need to thank Jeff Walsh, who was my right hand at Pocket Fives, who, yeah, give it up. Jeff was a good enough friend and a brave enough colleague to read the first draft and go, this is kind of shitty. Redo it, which gave me the opportunity to start with a blank piece of paper and do it again. So I can't thank Jeff enough for having the guts to look me in the eye and tell me that, knowing I controlled his paycheck. Chops, who is here tonight, somehow still gets to go by his college nickname. You, sir, are a pretty good boss, but you're a better friend and an amazing human being, so thank you. I want to thank Adam Pliska for bringing me into the WPT family. It really feels like I've landed in a pretty good spot. And lastly, I've been pretty fortunate in my career to have been up here before. And every time I thank two people at the end, and it's my daughter Elizabeth, my wife Christy. My daughter Elizabeth is 11. She's entirely too young to hang out with this lot, so she's not here tonight. But my wife Christy is here for the first time, and I'm able to share this with her. And it just means a lot to me, because without your support and your love and your encouragement, none of my success is possible. So thank you, and I love you. Thanks, everybody.
All right, I know our YouTube audience will love this one because our next award is for Vlogger of the Year. And here are the nominees.
Best Vlogger. Jamin Burton. Ryan DePaulo. Brad Owen. Ethan Yao.
And the winner is... it's Brad Owen.
Thank you guys so much for giving me this award. The other vloggers, there's so many up-and-coming young studs that I kind of figured this might be the last opportunity I had to win this one. Rampage, you're crushing it, man, and you're going to get one in the future, I'm sure. Jamin, he's hilarious. I wish he was here tonight. And Ryan DePaulo, he asked me to bring some attention to video poker players who are a marginalized group in this community. So, this is actually my second Global Poker Award. The first one was for Personality of the Year a few years ago, and you know, people here, my girlfriend and my sister. Those are two different people, by the way, that are here. they can attest that I've got virtually no personality, so I was kind of shocked to win that one. But this one feels a little bit better. It was a wild year in 2021, and just sharing the ups and downs. Thank you so much to the viewers who have supported me the last 5 years, and this award is really a culmination of that. One of the big highlights for me was working on this deal with the Lodge to become part owner of that, with Andrew Nemi, who's been my business partner and my friend for the last 5 years, and then Doug Polk also. And I've found that if you are business partners with Doug, he won't come after you as hard. So, but yeah, it's just cool to have this role and to be able to kind of create a safe place for vloggers to come out and create poker content. So if you haven't been to Austin, go check that place out, and you're welcome to film. Andrew and I had to deal with a lot of trouble with that, even at ARIA for a long time. But anyways, thank you guys so much. People in the poker industry, please just give other vloggers more opportunities. You know, we're doing so much to grow the poker community, and I feel like we're an underutilized marketing tool. So thank you very much.
As we look at poker schedules throughout the year, Jack, still waiting, buddy. Still waiting. We're always drawn to the premier events, the big guarantees, the latest innovation, and this crop of tournaments certainly delivered. Here are the nominees for Best Event.
Best Event. Seminole Hard Rock and Roll Poker Open Opening Event. World Series of Poker Main Event. Win Mystery Bounty. Win Millions.
And the Global Poker Award for Best Event goes to, don't worry, get to it, the World Series of Poker Main Event.
Wow, what a surprise. Thank you so much. What a great award, and what a great year 2021 was. We got to come back. We got to come back after a couple of long years. You know, 2020 was tough. 2021 was tough. You know, I'd like to thank our lawyers. And I'd like to thank all of the players. I'd like to thank everyone for being patient as we worked through a lot of very, very difficult times to be able to get to a place where we could actually host a World Series of Poker again. You know, we spent a lot of time trying to figure out how it could be done, and we were hoping that World Series of Poker would happen in 2020 in the way that everybody wanted it to happen, where you could just walk in and put your money down and play like you always had. And that didn't happen. And of course, you know, we had our hybrid event where we played online on both sides of the world, and then we came together in a live format, and we crowned a champion, and then we spent the next several months with our lawyers, lots of time with our lawyers. But I mentioned that we talked to our lawyers quite a bit. And then eventually the lawyers found a way that we could have an event. And of course, through, you know, vaccine mandates and a lot of other things, we were able to have the World Series of Poker. And then, you know, when the main event came around, we were still kind of facing some difficult challenges with travel restrictions and international players that couldn't get to Las Vegas. And it was finally announced that November 8th would be the day that international travel would be open to everyone. And so we made some minor adjustments, and we added an extra 48 hours onto the schedule. We moved people's cheese around a little bit, and we were lucky enough that we could get everyone in that wanted to play. And we had a great event, 6,650 entries, and Karai was victorious at the end, so it was a great event. So, thanks to everyone that continues to support the World Series of Poker. It's a players event first and foremost, and without the players it couldn't be possible, and without all of you in the industry it couldn't be possible. So thank you, and thanks for this award, and thanks everyone. It's great.
The GPI Award of Merit honors an individual whose work over the last couple years has brought such positive attention to the game we know and love. Maria Konnikova wrote The Biggest Bluff about her poker journey from amateur to champion, but about so much more than what the cards had to say. Her adventure at the tables and the life lessons that she drew out of poker led to rave reviews and another spot for Maria on the New York Times bestseller list. Combine that with her presence at live events, safe to say that Maria represents this game very, very well. We happily present the GPI Award of Merit to Maria Konnikova. Now, unfortunately, Maria couldn't be here tonight, but she sent in this video to accept the award. Take a look.
Hi, thank you so much for honoring me with the GPI Award of Merit this year. I am so excited that The Biggest Bluff is being recognized by the poker community. Poker has given me so much over the last few years, and it's really an honor to be able to give something back and to be recognized by the people who made it all possible. I'm so sorry I can't be there with you, but I'm there in spirit, and I'm watching from New York, and I'm really excited about this entire evening. Thank you so much.
Just one of the best that this game has to offer. We look forward to seeing Maria soon. All right, let's go out to the floor one more time and send it over to Drea Renee. Drea.
Hi, everyone. I am now joined by the second sexiest man in poker broadcasting and nominee, Ali Najad. Well, Nick couldn't be here.
Oh, Nick.
Oh. Are you heartbroken your partner in crime's not here tonight?
Yeah, but I'm not heartbroken about being runner-up to him in sexiest man in poker. That's understood.
And what do you think about Jeff's performance tonight? You gave him some tips earlier. What do you think?
Well, first off, I gave him 0 tips other than don't do what I've done in the past. But at one point, while we were sitting at the table, after Nick was up here, I said, Jeff is a great counterpuncher. Because he's kind of followed the rules of engagement. He hasn't fired too many salvos, but if you get after Jeff, he's coming for you.
He's definitely coming for you.
They've landed.
Nice job, Jeff. And congratulations on your nomination tonight. How would you assess your fellow nominees?
I mean, listen, the one thing about doing poker commentary, as anybody who has endeavored to do it at any point can tell you, is that it can be very monotonous. It's a flop, a turn, a river. There's, oh, look, queens against ace king. And, these things happen over and over again. And so anybody that will put themselves in the line of fire and try to create entertainment out of what at times feel like a lot of recycled storylines, I tip my hat, and I know how difficult it is. So definitely admire all of them for stepping up to the challenge.
Well, thank you for your time. You're amazing, Ali.
Thanks.
Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Ali. I mean, I get Shulman is number 1, but Ali is 2? Ali, one of the best broadcasters in the world, not just in poker, by the way, in the world. All right, moving on to our next award. 2 men who burst onto the high roller scene and made a significant impact right off the bat, and 2 women who acquired score after score after score and crushed both the online and live tournament scene. Here are the nominees for GPI Breakout Player.
GPI Breakout Player. Christopher Brewer. Kina England. Johan Gilbert. Vanessa Cade.
And the winner is Johan Guibert.
Okay, very nice. It's a surprise for me, and but I have few persons to thanks. So last year I decided to play high rollers. Before that I was just a cash game player. I was playing few events like that, but I was thinking tournaments were impossible to win. So I was like a bit that guy that thinks cash game is just the best thing to do. I moved to tournament last year and I was just a lockbox and won many things and it was incredible. So now I prefer tournaments because I'm result oriented. And I want to thank everybody that allow me to vlog my journey because I'm also a YouTuber, so I can vlog everything I do thanks to some people like Kerry Katz. Because Kerry allowed me to vlog high rollers and no one was doing that before, so it was a big thing to let people like us vlog. Brado and say industry needs to let people like us do more content because we are bringing a lot of players in the industry and we are making grow the industry, and he's right. He's very right. So thanks to Kerry Katz and Maury Escandani because both of them allow me to vlog things like 25K but also like 100K and 250K. That was never seen on YouTube before. So I'm very happy about that, and thanks to Grégory Chauchon and Jacques Eiffel because they are the boss of the World Series and they let me also vlog those amazing events this year. I want to thank the GPI boss, Alexandre Dreyfus, because I know him since many years now from Malta also, like me. And he made a lot in poker to develop poker, and now he's developing a lot cryptocurrency. But Eric Danis took the Enden Mob and GPI and makes a lot. Like this ceremony is like Oscar ceremony for cinema, so it's really nice to see that. It's my first time here. I'm really glad to be part of it. Thanks, Eric. I want to thank also Paul Campbell and his team for running those amazing high rollers. So we have a lot of high rollers thanks to them and Kerry Katz. So we can play a lot of tournaments all the year here in Vegas. So that's why I spend most of my time here. I need to check my visa stuff and stuff. So I need sometimes to go back to Europe. That's important. And also I want to thank all the commentators because they are so nice about my weird plays, like Jeff Platt, Ali Nejad, Buffalo Hank, Nick Schulman, and Daniel Negrano also. They like to see me min bet and folding ace king pre-flop for 13 blinds. Okay, that's it. Now I want to thank also Richard Sambron, who is filming now because he works at GPI since so many years now and he's helping me to do my vlogs also sometimes, and he helped me a lot through my career overall. De rien. And all my viewers, my 153K YouTube subscriber, because you guys are always there, and merci à vous, parce que thanks to you, I'm here and I can grow even in the, let's say, in the vlogging part, the streaming part, and if I keep running like that, then I can make even better content, so it's perfect. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks. French people are so proud of their country, so I don't know this guy, by the way. So.
Johan's just so nice. Brent Hanks was on the call and he's like, Ace King, that's the worst fold I've ever seen. And Johan's like, I'd like to thank the commentators. They're very sweet. It is time now for our second Fans' Choice Award of the evening. Fans were asked to vote for their favorite hand of 2021. Ryan Lane, close your eyes. Here are the nominees.
Fans' Choice. Best Hand. Daniel Jungleman Cates gets Ryan Leng to fold in 50K PPC. Doug Polk makes epic fold versus Phil Hellmuth on high-stakes poker. Nicholas Rigby pulls monster bluff during late stages of WSOP main event. Chang Lee versus Ugar Cecilmus. Quads over quads in WSOP main event.
And the winner is? It's Doug Polk. Doug cannot be here tonight. Brad, Andrew will give you all his trophy if that's cool. You can take it back to the Lodge in Austin. Did I get that plug right? Okay, fantastic. So Doug could go back to back here because up next is Best Podcast, and here are the nominees.
Best Podcast. Poker in the Ears. James Hartigan and Joseph Stapleton for PokerStars. The Chip Race Poker Podcast. David Lappin and Dara O'Kearney for Unibet Poker. The Doug Polk Podcast. Doug Polk. The Heart of Poker. Kara Scott.
And the winner is Poker in the Ears, James Hartigan and Joe Stapleton.
Wow, thank you guys. This is actually quite unexpected. I did write something, but it was unexpected. It's actually a very cool win because this is not my win. I'm here accepting all of the praise and the fanfare and the compliments and hopefully all the sexual energy from this table over here. Yeah. I get to receive all of that, but I didn't really win this. The show did, which is very, very cool. It's a show. It's not just me. Me and Hartigan and the people at PokerStars who trust us and give us the resources to do our thing all get to share in this. And I just want you to know that there are people at PokerStars who care about putting out the best content in the entire poker industry, and I think they and we succeed very, very often. And I'm glad to see our piece of content won this award. I happily accept on their behalf. Thank you. Smell you later.
Congrats to Hartigan, congrats to Stapes. Say special shout out to Chad McVean, by the way, helping us compile a lengthy list of nominees for what is certainly a jam-packed category. Our next award highlights the person who had the biggest impact on the poker industry. These are the titans of the business side of the game we know and love, and they make all of this possible. Here are the nominees for Best Industry Person.
Industry Person. Tony Burns. Jack Effel. Maury Eskandani. Matt Savage.
And the winner is Matt Savage.
First of all, I don't deserve this trophy this year. I didn't prepare anything because I knew I wasn't going to win. Jack Effel, give Jack Effel a round of applause. Seriously, what he did at the World Series this year, you should have won this award for sure. Thank you to the poker industry. Thank you, of course, to my wife who was in the bathroom. Did we get a pee break in this thing or no? No, we don't? Unbelievable. Thank you so much. If I can take any credit for, what Adam Pliska has done with the World Poker Tour, we sold this year. It's our 20th anniversary on the World Poker Tour. Seriously, $100 million, Adam? Do I get any of that?
You'll get the change.
I'll get the change. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. So many people to thank in this industry. I don't really know. I didn't prepare anything. I really didn't. I knew I wasn't going to win tonight. So thank you for all the players in the industry. You guys have been so amazing to me, my family, and without the players in this industry, we have nothing. And the World Poker Tour has been so great to me. I did a lot of things online over the last couple years, and trust me, it's not been easy. Tony Dunst is my co-commentator on a lot of these things, and Tony Dunst, you're awesome. You should have been nominated. And Vince Van Patten over there as well. I mean, the guy's been doing it for 19 years. Let's hear it for Vince Van Patten. Seriously. Thank you so much, Eric Dennis and the entire GPI team. Eric Danny, excuse me. I know you're French-Canadian. I appreciate everything you guys have done. Thanks a lot. I did not expect this at all.
And now please welcome back to the stage, Eric Denis.
I know that Remco and Tim were excited that I didn't cry in this first segment. Might change here a bit. The GPI hosted its first American Poker Awards in 2015. It was suggested at that time that we do an in memoriam segment. I was the one that said no. The main fear was to miss anyone. I didn't want to miss anyone in the video. This year, Jennifer Newell reached out to me and said that wasn't good enough. It needed to be done. We're about to present to you an in memoriam video. 29 people are in this video. Many more we've lost. We mentioned earlier it's been a rough 2 years. It really has been a very rough 2 years for poker. I hope you appreciate this video. To those that are in this video and those that we have missed, you may be gone, but you will never be forgotten.
Ladies and gentlemen from the World Poker Tour, please welcome Vince Van Patten.
Wow, that's amazing. In the big picture, we all know when you look at that, all our friends that have been here with us and gone, the wins and losses don't mean that much. They really don't. But you are great, and this is a great event, and I'll tell you something about Mike Sexton, my buddy, my partner on the World Poker Tour for 15 years before leaving for even a more lucrative job with Party Poker. He had to do it, you know? And now I have the great Tony Dunst, and he's been fantastic. But I want to talk a little bit about Mike and Lane and these other people that we know and we love so much, and we see and we play, and we're all gone. But so I expressed that point, but it's a great night. I'll tell you a little bit about Mike. He was a great person. Why he should get this Icon Award about poker, because he was such an interesting person. He was a funny, smart, charismatic, endearing, wonderful person that just shared poker. He was supposed to be in poker. He was great. He learned poker and gambling. He wasn't as great in gambling, okay? But he did it all, and he came to Vegas and he said poker's going to be huge and big, and that's what he did. And he would say that 20 years ago on tape. He said that this is going to be the biggest game in the world. No one really believed it, but then it happened, and now we're all doing that from it. So Mike Sexton, great guy. He would appreciate this so much. He would love things like tonight because he loved poker so much. He loved all of you. He loved to have the appreciation of poker and everybody smiling and being happy. Played in a lot of poker games with Mike. He never got mad once, ever. I mean, he would lose a lot of money sometimes, you know. He never got mad. He was a gentleman. He wanted the dress code of poker to go up. Some people listened, some didn't, but that was Mike. And I just want to say, you know, greatest guy, great father. He has a son, Ty, who's wonderful, and he lived for Ty, and he lived for poker. And by the way, when he made it in poker, because he was the genius behind Party Poker, and he helped them, and he made a lot of money. Anyway, he would help everybody and anybody. Don't forget that. He would take the shirt off his back to help you, and he helped all his sisters and brothers and cousins. They came out of the woodwork, all the Sextons, you know, and he helped them all, and he didn't care. Just a beautiful guy. And he loved World Poker Tour. He loved Adam Bliska over there, and Steve Lipscomb, and Tony, and everybody else, and Matt. So it just goes around. He died a little too young, but we will not forget him because he's one of the greatest ambassadors of poker of all time. And he will live forever. So my friend, we love you. Bingo, bango, bongo forever.
Thank you, Vince, and thank you all for being here. No better group to ask who the toughest player to deal with is than the top 100 players in the world. They voted, and here are the nominees for Player's Choice for Toughest Opponent.
Player's Choice. Michael Adamo. Stephen Chidwick. Ali Imshirovich. David Peters.
And the Global Poker Award goes to Ali Imshirovich.
I feel like I won this one because Adamo isn't here, to be honest. I didn't really expect to win this one, so I didn't have a speech plan, so I'll make this short. The reason I'm able to be nominated for this is because I get to play high rollers in the regular. That's a big part because of PokerGO. Thank you, Maury. Thank you, Carrie. I even got to thank Mr. Baby Gap himself, Jeff Platt. It's an honor to be presented with this award. I really didn't think I was going to win this. Thank you guys so much.
Just a couple awards left. Anybody else with the size jokes? No? Maybe this next one. Here to present our next award, she was obviously 5th in Player's Choice for Toughest Opponent, one of the game's more beloved players and ambassadors, Maria Ho.
I'm here to present the award for Media Content Video, and the nominees are
Media Content Video. Paul Geyer and Andrew Nemi. Last Call, PokerGO Commenti. Jeff Platt for PokerGO. Remco Rinkema for PokerGO. Run It Once, Meet the Jungle Man.
And the winner of this award goes to, oh gosh, if I break a nail, I'm gonna run it back with Remco Rinkema.
Wow, that's unexpected. A lot of people to thank. First and foremost, of course, Eric Dunne for putting on this amazing show, Jeff Platt for being the host, everyone else for being here and dressing up for once. Shout out to everyone at the PokerGO team. Too many people to thank, and I'll probably forget a whole bunch. My girlfriend Jess for always supporting me, which means a lot. I said on my own podcast that Last Call deserves to win this award for all the effort they put into their documentary. Everyone who hasn't seen that should watch that. It's amazing. It's amazing stuff. But this award is for Stephanie Unger for sharing her story with me on my show, my small show, Running Back. The story she told about her dad is something that everyone that loves poker should watch if you haven't seen it yet. And I think that we should do more to honor those from the past. I think this show and this awards do an amazing job at doing that, but I think we should not forget the people that came before us, and hopefully I can uncover more of those stories in the future by doing my show. So I'll keep it short, unlike most of you up here. Thanks, everyone. I think it's still open bar. I think the tab's on Maury, so please get a few more drinks in. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
So, Eric, was that vote close? Because I voted for Remco first, and I'm slightly regretting the decision now. A well-deserved win. He told me I was 5th. That's great to know. Thank you. Up next is the Fans' Choice Award for Poker Personality of the Year. Let's have a former winner present this award. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Brad Owen.
Jeff, I just want to say, I feel like you're much taller than you get credit for.
Thank you.
All right, I've had the pleasure to get to know a lot of these nominees for Poker's Personality of the Year, and here they are.
Fans' Choice, Poker Personality. Johan Yo Viral Gilbert. Greg Goes All In Liao. Jonathan Little. Masato Yokosawa.
And the winner is Masato.
I'm very honored to standing here as a very first Japanese nominee of GPA. And I'm also very nervous because I've not prepared my speech document. I didn't know it's acceptable. I'm not good at joking, even though I'm the best poker personality. Anyway, I've been making video for YouTube last 4 years, and I'm doing this for expanding poker community in Japan. And actually, Japanese poker market is expanding, rapidly, and I'm really happy with that. And it's rewarding to engaging on the poker industry for me. And I promise I will keep doing this in the name of GPA poker personality. And I really appreciate all of my supporters and all the people who is related to poker. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Masato. Congratulations. You guys able to cut me into the vlog, or it's just a lot of views? Not that I like the camera. Our next award goes to the player who left their house the least, who talked into their screen the most, and maybe even won some money along the way. But at least Ape Styles is a winning player. Here are the nominees for Best Streamer.
Best Streamer. Kevin Martin. Benjamin Spragg. Jonathan Van Fleet. Lex Veldhuis.
And the Global Poker Award goes to Spraggy.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks to, I'll get it. Thanks to Lex Veldhuis for not wanting to travel out of the Netherlands for the last 3 years. Finally, GPI had to give it to somebody else. Thank you very much to everybody, for the most part, who watches my stream. Obviously, without them, it's just me talking to a webcam on my own in my house, which is grounds for sectioning. Thanks to everyone, all my moderators. Obviously, to you guys, it looks like just me playing poker, but there's a lot of work that goes into it. My moderators, Ruth Ann and Patty. Thank you very much to my wife, Marley, who I imagine me marrying her is a big part of the reason a lot of people on the panel know who I am. Thank you very much to everybody at PokerStars who I work with. They've been great from day one. They've always given me support and resources to do my thing. And thank you to everyone outside of PokerStars at other poker rooms and poker productions who offer resources and support people making content. It's a very important part, as Brad and everyone else alluded to. It's a very important part, I think, of growing the game. And thank everyone who, in those positions, who takes choices to give independent content creators opportunities like I have been given. Thank you very much to GPI for putting on awards that give trophies to people who play poker in tracksuits at home. That's it. Cheers. Thank you.
All right, for our final award this evening, here is FS1 broadcaster and one of Phil Hellmuth's many victims, Nick Wright.
All right, it's the last award, so I'd say I'd be quick, but I don't really know how to do that, so I have a few things to say before we present it. First one is to Brent Hanks, who's not able to be here, but without Brent Hanks, I would not be a part of this amazing community. I want to tell America something important because there's 4 nominees for this, but I got a little inside information on who came in 5th, just missed it. And Brent, for Broadcaster of the Year, would like to know, coming in 5th was Drea Renee. Drea, congrats. Brent was not nominated by anybody. And the people who were nominated, Joe Stapleton, I don't know if you're going to win. We've never met. But if the award was Best Poker Broadcaster was ever openly advocated for his mother to get a boob job, it'd be you. Check his Twitter. It's his pinned tweet. Jamie, I'd say something about you. You've won enough. Nobody's rooting for you. I'm just being honest. You've won enough. Ali, you're a winner just by virtue of the fact that Shulman didn't literally murder you when you did 7 minutes. 7 minutes, I timed it before I came here, on the price of macadamia nuts during a heads-up duel. Like, for real. And I'd say people are rooting for Jeff Platt, but didn't we all pretend to root for him enough when he was on that amazing run? Oh my God, Jeff, he's the greatest. No one's ever finished 6th in a big event before. Okay, great. 4th, sorry. All right, so here are the nominees, everybody. Go ahead.
Best Broadcaster. Jamie Kerstetter. Ali Nejad. Jeff Platt. Joseph Stapleton.
And the winner is, you gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable. Jeff Platt.
Thank you, Nick. I really genuinely appreciate your support, and I think it does so much for the game. I really do. You guys think I was being sarcastic. I really wasn't. I really am shocked, stunned, humbled, honored to win this. Thank you so much to Eric and the GPI for putting together this wonderful night to celebrate our amazing industry. Thank you to Dan Gotti, Maury Eskandani, Sam Simmons, Carrie Catt, Sarah Herring, for just giving me a chance, for allowing me an opportunity to just pester them again and again and again, and they finally gave me a chance. Thank you to everyone who I've shared the mic with, Sarah and Chad on the podcast. It means a lot to me that Maria Ho's name is attached to this award, because I consider her not just an ultra-talented colleague, but a really good friend as well. Brent Hanks, man, your passion for this game may be unrivaled, and I'm just lucky to have a front row seat to watch what you do. I'm also amazed that you still have a job. Thank you to Norm and Chad for setting the bar so low for poker broadcasting. In all seriousness, I think we owe a debt of gratitude to Norman, to Lon McCarran, to Mike Sexton, and to Vince Van Patten for really paving the road, for showing us how it's done. Thank you to the other nominees, Jamie, Ali, Stapes, who were all so welcoming to me when I entered this industry years ago, and that's something that I won't forget. Thank you to the viewers. You know, we're passionate about what we do, but without that passion in return, we don't have all of this. Thank you to my family, my parents, and my little sister for inspiring me. And finally, I just wanted to thank each member of every crew that I've worked with, many of whom are here tonight, working tonight. The show does not go on without you. I share this award with you all tonight. Thank you. And got to close the show. What an incredible night this was. Thanks to that aforementioned crew. Thanks to Drea Renee. Give it up for Drea. Thanks to you all at the studio for being here. Thanks to GPI DHM for setting this all up. And thanks to you all for watching. We will see you next year at the Global Poker Awards. Good night.